The Miami Heat have played the fewest road games in the NBA, but that's about to change. Tonight, the opener of a 6-game trip had them at the Fieldhouse in Indiana, where the Pacers are 12-3 and winners of 7 straight. They have taken to heart the call of head coach Frank Vogel to treat the home court as sacred ground. And so tonight, they welcome the team with the best record in the Eastern Conference, LeBron James and company. And of course, Vogel's got the new contract extension. And they watch D. Wade, who had a red-hot first half. And now Paul George doing his impersonation of Robbie Benson in one-on-one. Look. Get the ball up, dude. And he bottoms out the jumper. One-on-one, classic flick. Second quarter, Gerald Green highlight. I have a feeling this will be up near the rim somewhere. Yep.
Oh, Jesus, Shuttlesworth went for that one.
Not just that. Range, too, three-pointer.
The Pacers are really starting to play well.
Oh, my goodness. Green with the block. 7 points, 2 steals, and 2 blocks in the first half. And the Heat getting back in the game. D. Wade hits the 3 at 23 in the first half. Game tied at 42 going to the third.
You like this baseline drive, baseline drift. This team is really playing well together, finding each other.
You saw David West. You see Lance Stevenson with the 3. And then Paul George minus the excessive
look at
dribbling.
That jab step. That's why we big fellas do not like being out there on that island, man. Skates on. That's all right, Ed.
A 23-6 run by Indiana. You want more, Paul George?
Contact on that, too. How about the floater for the finish?
73-60. LeBron trying to keep Miami close. Had 22 and 10. 33 straight games with at least 20 for the King. But the King on this night at the Fieldhouse in Indianapolis was Paul George, 29 points, also pulled down 11 rebounds. And Indiana getting it done at their place. They've won 8 straight games at home. They are 21-14, have not played a game with Danny Granger all season long. Number 5 team in the Eastern Conference. Meantime, Miami starts that 6-game road trip with a 10-point loss, and 66 of their 77 points coming from the big 3, LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. Ray Allen, 0 for 5 on the night. So, Miami starting a road trip here and not starting really in good fashion. And most of those points coming, as I said, from the big 3.
Yeah, if we look at Miami's road trip this season, they're still, to me, the best team in the NBA, them in OKC. But if we look at them, they're having problems this year, one especially with rebounding. Kevin Love out-rebounded them in the first quarter of a game this season. So as I look at this just from the starters, not out-rebounding the starters of other team, it just makes me continually realize that that size difference may play to an advantage of other teams if they can take advantage of it inside.
Well, the other issue you talked about, they got out-rebounded by 19 in this game. But the way they're going to be successful, they're not going to really dominate the backboard, so they got to make it up in other areas. They got to turn people over, and then they're going to have to be able to shoot the 3. And tonight, they only forced 9 turnovers. So that means they're not getting anything in transition. And that's where those other guys, besides the big 3, they rely a lot of those transition looks, not just fast break points, but in the early offense where they're getting rhythm threes and they can get those drives to the basket. That wasn't on display tonight, and that's why the Pacers dominated this game.
Season low, 77 points for Miami, and they fall by 10 at Bankers Life Fieldhouse.